What's up, guys? Crypto Wolf here. How you guys doing? In this particular video, we're going to be doing a short BTC analysis. If you look at this is the 1 hour time frame, and you would notice this had been an ascending triangle. And if you've been following me on this channel, you would know that I've often shared the most effective chart patterns for BTC, and the ascending triangle is one of them. It's one of the most effective chart patterns for BTC. Anytime I discover it, anytime I see it on the chart, I always take a long position, and over 90% of the time I'm right. So this is another ascending triangle, although it has broken out, but it's retesting this area again, which is like a base for it, more of like a support area before it just spikes to the upside. But if you look at the weekly, there's something I want to show you on the weekly. On the weekly time frame, you would notice that Bitcoin is behaving almost exactly the same way as the last bull run at as 2021. Similar pattern. If you notice, there's a drop, there's a drop, there was a run up to the upside, then a drop, then a little bit of a run up again before the final drop. And that's similar to what's happening here. A run up to the top, a drop, then another run up again, and that's where we are at this point. So if we were to calculate this, the highest point of this was around 64k, and then when it came down, took a run up again, it got to 69k. If we are to actually use that same concept and use it here, the highest point of this was around 109,300. And if we're to, the difference between this is about 5k. So if we're to do that, we'll be looking at BTC being at around 115k. A lot of people, some people have already predicted that their price prediction for BTC is 115k, but I'm looking towards 119k, a little bit to the upside. Why? Because if you notice from BTC's previous cycle, the all-time highs have always ended with a 9. The last one was 19k, followed by 69k. So I'm looking, and even if you notice, even when you notice, this particular one was still 109k before it dropped to the downside. So if BTC is going to make a new all-time high, and if we're going to expect it to drop, then I'm expecting it to be at 119k. So you have to keep an eye for that, and 119k is close to the psychological resistance of 120k. So you have to keep an eye for this particular concept that I'm sharing with you. It's very similar to what's happening here. That's exactly what's happening here. And we know that with technical analysis, history most times repeats itself. So, but for the coming weeks, if you put the MACD histogram, you would notice that we're actually in bullish territory. So, and we're going to be in bullish territory for a while. So, when we're in bullish territory, the only thing you should do is to go long. Don't go short. You're going to get, the market is going to really racket you if you go short because you're in bullish territory. And one of the signs that you're in bullish territory is that even when price drops, it will quickly recover, because that's not actually the territory for short. And the same thing would happen when price is in bearish territory. Any little move to the upside will be followed by heavy selling. So that's the concept. In the following week soon, I don't know when, probably this week or next week, I'm going to start live trading so that you see me, you see how I do it. Everything here is free on this channel. Please, if you love my content, subscribe. This is Crypto Wolf. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.